I don't know how I would Hey, I'm Bronwyn. I love to paint. Okay, wait. I am Bronwyn Mayer Henry. I am a painter. I have a day job, a husband. This doesn't feel right. Take two, clap. Hi, I'm Bronwyn, and I've been painting for 5 years now, regularly, and life is hugely blessed. I've always been someone who loves creativity. However, in recent years of my life, I gave it up for the day-to-day responsibilities of motherhood and work. And then 5 years ago, when I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer, it was a very stressful time. I was really worried and anxious about the treatment. When I found out I had to do the radioactive iodine treatment and be in isolation for a week, I was feeling really nervous about this. With 2 small children, I wasn't ready to be away from them, but at the same time, I hadn't been alone in a long time. And I decided that I would paint during this time in isolation. This is my first large painting. It's my baby. It's called Radioactive because, well, it's really cute because I worked on it on the floor. I didn't have an easel. Like, I just kind of was like doing planks over it. And probably actually my sweat got on it and it was actually registered as radioactive. So now, it's 5 years later, I'm still painting. I think I'm up to like 240 large canvases. It looks productive, but it's very restful and restorative. It allows me to be present to the struggles and joys in my life. So this one I did recently for this collection, and I call it Follow Joy. And I said to myself, what should I do next? This color makes me joyful. I did that. Anyway, everything's just joyful. Do whatever you want that's joyful. I paint in my living room, which is also where we play dodgeball. And I just have made a commitment. I'm not gonna stress about these paintings getting damaged. I mean, I do discourage direct hits, but my attitude is just like, I'm doing this for joy. If one gets lost, I don't wanna be stressed my whole life, defending them. When I do commissions, which is a vulnerable thing to show up and paint something for someone, I ask someone, what can I hold in prayer for you? I then will chalk that on the canvas and take time to put these words together. Sometimes it'll be a long thing. Sometimes it'll be a single word, freedom. So I've done more than 50 of these prayerful commissions, and every single thing that people say, I can relate to. We are so connected. So critical to my belief is that you just show up and do a little bit every day. And then over time, something beautiful emerges. But don't expect yourself to come out so big. Just do a little bit each day and something develops. I say, at any moment when you get blocked, when you think, I'm not good enough, and when you start to be worried about your parents' health or your children's health or your relationship struggle, pause right there, remember and think of someone else in that exact position and send that person love, and you get love at the same time. So that's probably the most important thing I've learned at the canvas. To get to paint, hold someone in prayer, make an offering of some visual beauty that brings them any measure of comfort is, if I won the lottery, I couldn't be happier. I feel like the most abundantly wealthy person in the world. These chicks, I think anyone who's feeling down should get chicks. Because they peep and make the sweetest noise.
Soft.
They're so light, you're just like, what? But I was nervous because I was like, chicks, they're gonna be a lot of work, they're gonna smell bad. But they are filled with hope. They're so cute. Do you want to see?
I would love to.